Hi, I'm Victor Homoeswana. I'm actually a former employee of Junior Achievement South Africa, and I'm here to tell you about the Junior Achievement 2011 annual report. You know, Junior Achievement is not just an organization, an NGO that teaches young people about entrepreneurship. It's actually a major contributor to the culture of entrepreneurship in the country, which, as you know, due to the recession and all the economic difficulties that we're experiencing, will be an important feature or aspect of the future of this country. Young people don't always have to learn about how to find jobs, but they have to learn how to create jobs for themselves and for others. And this is one way in which Junior Achievement can make a contribution to the economic prosperity of South Africa and of Africa as a whole. Before we tell you about what Junior Achievement does for its stakeholders, let's talk to one of the major funders and contributors to Junior Achievement, Namhla Saba from the Corporate Social Investments at Investec, one of Junior Achievement's major supporters.
What it is that Jasa does isn't just basically saying to students, become an entrepreneur. It gives them something that they can do besides from just going to university. It gives them a skill that they can use even if they don't go to university. They can still contribute towards our economy without having gone to university. It gives them another alternative, which is, I think, something that our country is in dire need of an alternative from just basically being able to go to university. And I think what I like about the Jasa program is the fact that even if you do go to university, you still need the skill that they give you to be able to think innovatively and creatively and out of the box. So what it is that Jasa basically gives to our learners is amazing, because it says to them, you know what, you could do with yourself far beyond what someone else could give to you. So that's why I think they're important. I would love to see the program, each and every single youth in our country going through the program. Whether it's a program that's either made compulsory at a school level, but my view is that it's a program I'd love for to be part of a school program within the next 10 years, whether it needs more funders or it needs the government to come and play in the space. But I think it's definitely something that's very valuable and very unique and very relevant, very relevant to especially where we are currently in our country. So definitely each and every single youth in our country should definitely go through the program. And I think the most amazing thing, even the people at Investec themselves, we've got a number of alumni that are currently working at Investec at even high profile places that have actually been through the program, you know. So I think it would be a great gift to our country.
Now, once funding has been received for the program and the schools and students have been selected to participate, we need a trained facilitator to initiate the program. Nosipoma Lotana is a prime example of a motivated facilitator. Let's hear what she has to say about Junior Achievement South Africa.
I've started last year and facilitated a few programs. I've seen the kids grow actually in terms of confidence, in terms of expressing themselves, and most importantly in terms of understanding and knowing the process of starting up a business. It's not like just waking up one morning and thinking that I want to do this and you think that it's going to automatically work. There are challenges. So yes, I've seen them grow a lot. Maybe I should just mention the highlight of my life so far. Last year in November, we went to Ghana with my student from Midlands High. Oh my goodness, it was something else. It was something out of this world. We were treated like royalty. We were escorted. We slept in a 5-star hotel. They made contacts. They made friends. Yeah, so far it's the highlight of my life. I've seen kids grow from not wanting to say anything in class and being able to stand up in front of people, being able to express themselves, being able to be heard, being able to say, this is what we've done, this is what we've achieved. Seeing that in my learners, it makes me saying, I've done my little part. If you are passionate about kids, passionate about making your own little change, I think this is a place to be actually. We've gone through places where people can't even express themselves in English. So they've learned so much, and I think also as a facilitator myself, I've learned a lot.
Quite a passionate facilitator this Nosipho is. Now that we have heard from the viewpoint of facilitators and funders, why don't we talk to some of the people who have gone through the Junior Achievement programs? We now speak to Sizwe Mbonambi, one of the alumni of Junior Achievement South Africa.
I'm not only proud, but also other people are proud of me by creating those projects involving their kids to take part in this Jasa programs that encourages other people to be inspired by me, and that makes me proud, and I believe I'm getting all the support that I want from Jasa members. I know 2 people who have started their businesses through Junior Achievement because they've learned so much. They have that ability to start their businesses. While their businesses are not so big, but at least it's something. It shows that the potential in them. And in myself, I've got this. Junior Achievement led me to realize the reality of how businesses are important in South Africa. So sooner or later, I'll be starting my own businesses. It can be mine, or I can do franchising as soon as I get enough capital.
Quite an exciting story by Sizwe. It's one of the young people who benefited from Junior Achievement South Africa programs. But we now speak to Keneilo Motsweneng, another young person who benefited from the programs by this organization. Let's hear what she has to say.
I became involved in Junior Achievement when I was in grade 10 during the Mini Enterprise program. From then on, I evolved and did the Banks in Action as well as JA Titan, and became part of the Youth Council. Well, basically, the Junior Achievement programs are very important. Speaking from experience, I started off with just MEP, and then from then on, I grew into a young entrepreneur. By the time I was doing my 3rd year, I had already started my business. Instilling that business tool or ethic into young people, I think, is a very important thing in terms of business, because not everyone can be an employee, but Junior Achievement strives to create employers and CEOs and directors. So in the next 10 years, if we can have 50 or 60% of entrepreneurs that were produced by Junior Achievement, I think for me that would be a very, very great thing. You should join Junior Achievement because Junior Achievement gives you the platform to grow as an entrepreneur, and it gives you the platform to grow as a leader, as a future leader of South Africa, as well as it gives you experiences that are life-changing.
Quite a heartwarming story there by Keneilo and a lot of other young people we spoke to about Junior Achievement. Now that we know about the impact of this organization on South African stakeholders, we talked to Managing Director of Junior Achievement South Africa, Linda McClure, about the progress made in 2011.
Junior Achievement is a global organization that has been running for the past 90 years and is operational in over 123 countries around the world. We have been operational in South Africa for over 32 years, the longest in Africa, and JA is now currently running in about 18 countries around Africa. We have been so successful over so many years, but there's always so much work to do. And I think over the past few years, we really have managed to secure a particular position in entrepreneurial education in South Africa, particularly within the school environment. 2011 was really a very significant year for us. We had excellent funding from a number of key investors, including HSBC, Investec, FNB Commercial, Citibank. A number of companies have funded us for many years, and of particular mention is a company called GraphTech, who last year had been funding us for a full 21 years. And they have been going for 125 years in South Africa, and so we ran a number of programs for them that reached 125 young people. So to have a funder that has been investing in us for that many years is phenomenal. The launch of our Entrepreneurship Academy programs a few years before was really consolidated last year with significant funding from FNB Commercial and from Investec, and that is a longer program in which we really take learners through a full gambit of business skills, life skills, microeconomics, business ethics, and that program has really proved to be very successful. One of the really major highlights for us last year was the receipt of significant funding from HSBC for the launch of a new program which we're running now in 2012 called the Environmental Entrepreneurs Program, with a focus on climate change and a focus on generating small businesses out of recycled products. It's aimed at primary school. We're really hoping that that will be quite influential in changing people's behaviour, and young people's behaviour particularly, within the school environment and within the communities. Another really significant achievement for us was sending two teams through to the JA Africa Region Company of the Year competition. This is an annual event, and every region of JA worldwide runs a Company of the Year competition. This has only been our second one in Africa. And we sent two teams from Meadowlands High School in Soweto through to the competition, which was held in Accra in Ghana. And they really did us tremendously proud. They were significantly above standard from all the other companies that were there, we believe. They participated fully. They were always the first to arrive at any event. They participated fully in any questionnaires and panel discussions, and even dancing on stage. Over the past few years, we have really managed to grow our reach and reaching more and more young people every year, and as well as reaching into certain new areas in the country. So we are operational in every major centre in South Africa. We are in deep rural areas, and last year we managed to reach over 10,000 young people. How we count our reach really is looking at the number of interventions. So although it's only 10,000 young people, a number of them have gone through more than one program. So the actual interventions is over 21,000 interventions. And we're very proud of that. The work that we do in South Africa is clearly of particular significance given the situation in the country. And I think our methodology in that young people during the course of our programs actually physically start up and run a real business is quite unique. So we are not all just about theory. This is really practical, real experience. And over the years, I've met a number of our alumni that participated in the program 20, 30 years ago. And every single one of them have noted how significant and important that experience was for them in their future careers, and remember absolutely everything about the program. And I think that bears testimony to the methodology. They are all significantly supportive of what we do. A number of them are really in very key positions in corporates. A number of others are running very high level and impactful little companies for themselves, and really it just bears testimony to the work that we do. And so a particular note of thanks has to go out to our funders who have been so supportive over the years, and so understanding of, in many cases, sometimes difficult circumstances that we work in. We're working in a very dynamic environment. We're working within an education system that we know is fraught with so many challenges. And they have really just partnered with us and walked side by side with us, and you know, I cannot thank these people enough. I'd also really like to thank my board. I have a very committed and supportive board under the chairmanship of Dolly Makgatla. And they really just provide me with as much scope and space to do what I feel we need to do in this space. And I just would like to express my deep appreciation to them as well. There is certainly a role for subsistence entrepreneurship in this country, and there is certainly a role for young people running small businesses in order to feed themselves and their families. But really, to be a true entrepreneur, this is a career choice. And I would like to see more and more young people participating in our programs and choosing entrepreneurship as a career. I would really like also to express a special note of appreciation and thanks to the team at Junior Achievement South Africa. Without exception, they work incredibly hard and tirelessly, often under extremely difficult circumstances, to roll our programs out. And their commitment and dedication to the work that they do has to be highly commended.
That's a wrap from me and our staff here at Junior Achievement South Africa. A hearty thank you to our funders, agents, facilitators, learners, participating schools, champion teachers for making Junior Achievement South Africa in 2011 a great success. We hope to even rise to greater heights in 2012. Now, if you'd like to know more about our organization and its achievements, please visit our website at www.jasa.org.za. Goodbye.